Avatar Nation.
Alrighty, hey everybody, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? How you doing? Uh-oh. How's everybody doing? Hope you guys are doing A-okay. Feel free to thumbs up the video. Feel free to subscribe if you're new to the channel. Alrighty, alright. There's a lot going on, but we're not going to talk about that here. There's a lot going on, but we'll talk about that later. But I hope you guys are doing A-okay and everything is great. Can y'all hear me okay? If you can hear me okay, please put a 1 in the chat. Please put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me okay. Let me see something. All right. So, all right. Thank you. Perfect. All right. So let's do the roll call real quick. What's up, the Virginia Show? How you doing? What's up, D-Dot? Sunny B, a.k.a. Sunny D. What's going on? Bertha May. Oh, Lord. Oh, y'all so wrong. What's up, L. Edwards? What's going on? Your Pleasure 721. How you doing? Spill It Girl TV. How you doing? Good to see you here. Or did see you here. What's up, Kim? Donna H. Hello. What's up, The Blog Spot? Good to see you. Bell 32. My beautiful angel, Steve. How you doing? What's up, Lady Jasmine? Good to see you here. Hope all is well. All right. Tiffany Black. What's going on? Tiffany Black. V. What's going on, V? How you doing? Good to see you. All right. What's up, Huggy Pacino? How you doing? All right. Let's see who else is in the house. All right. Okay. What are you saying, Lady Jasmine? Oh, well, we don't do that here. We don't do that here, Lady Jasmine. We gotta go to the other page. Tofu Alley. SK Tofu Alley. So we'll be talking about all the other stuff later on. So Donna H, I don't know, or any of my other moderators, if you have the link to the other page, feel free to put it in the chat. That's where we'll be talking about all the other news. Here we just talk about the real world news and try to educate you and keep you informed on what's going on in the real world. And we discuss the other stuff on the other page. So what's up, William? How you doing? Good to see you. All right, let's see. What's up, Voodoo Queen? Good to see you. What's up, Astro Kid? How you doing? All right. Thank you, Donna H. Or to any of my other moderators, go ahead. All right. Tiffany Black says SK Tofu Alley be lit. Yeah, my brother's page is lit over there on Tofu Alley. So definitely make sure you guys subscribe over there. Make sure you subscribe over there. So all right, Donna H says, please subscribe to the second channel, Tofu Alley. Yeah, please. If you want the latest and the greatest of the entertainment component that we offer, feel free to subscribe over there to the Tofu Alley. All right, so let me bring up the agenda so you know what we're talking about tonight. All right, here we go. Give me 1 second. Here we go. Oh, uh-oh. Yeah, all right. All right. So this is the agenda for tonight or today. All right, we'll be talking about the Facebook breach, Mohammad Anwar update, Kodak Black, and the petty flight attendant. So that is what we'll be talking about tonight. Okay. So if you guys have Facebook, I know a lot of you guys have Facebook. I don't know if you guys are aware that there was a breach that happened that a lot of people's private and personal information um, was exposed. So I don't know if you guys are aware of that. They say the breach has happened in 2019, but it's now just coming to light. So we're going to talk about that for a little bit. Talk about that for a little bit. What's up, Auntie Donna? How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you as well. All right. All right. So here we go. Give me 1 second. Gotta get the article. Oh, okay. All right. Here we go. So if you guys have Facebook and you're using Facebook, you may want to pay attention to this real quick. It says over the weekend, cybersecurity experts revealed that about 500 million Facebook users' personal information was breached, a treasure trove of data that includes full names, birthdays, phone numbers, and their location. Facebook said that the massive leak stems from an issue in 2019, which has since been fixed. Still, there's no clawing back that data. More than 30 million accounts in the United States were affected, and the company isn't making it easy to find out if your data was included in the breach. But a third party website named HaveIBeenPwned.com makes it simple to check by inputting your email for now. It just checks if your email was among those stolen. They said that's a pretty big catch. Although 533 million Facebook accounts were included in the breach, only 2.5 million of those include emails in the stolen data. So you got less than a 0.5% chance of showing up on that website, even though you've got about 20% chance of being hacked if you got a Facebook account. Have I Been Pawned creator and security expert Troy Hunt said on Twitter that he's examining whether to add phone numbers. The primary value of the data is an association of phone numbers to identities, which each record include phone. Only 2.5 contain an email address. Okay? Although this data is from 2019, it could still be of value to hackers or cyber criminals like those who engage in identity theft. All right, so pretty much to sum up what this article is about is that there was a breach of security or somebody's information or your information, if you use Facebook, was exposed in 2019. Um, there's a way for you guys to go. I'll put the link of the article in the chat so you guys can check it out if you so choose to. Um, right now, they say you can only check email addresses to see if your email address has been hacked or has been included in this breach. It doesn't include phone numbers. I mean, the breach was so extensive that Mark Zuckerberg's phone number was put out. So Mark Zuckerberg's phone number was put out in this breach as well. So it's pretty crazy that Facebook isn't being more proactive in trying to help those identify who may have been affected. You know what I mean? So it's kind of shady that you ask people for their personal and private information, but when breaches like this happen, you just dragging your feet to help them identify if they've been exposed. Like the article did say that I mean they may have access to y'all birth dates. What did it say? Hold on. Okay, yeah, it says a treasure trove of data that includes full names, birthdays, phone numbers, and their location. So this is pretty big. So that y'all who's use Facebook, you may want to see if your information has been compromised. It does provide a website in that article that lets you know if you could check if your email was one of those that was compromised or has been, maybe gotten into the wrong hands. But I think a lot of people are using their phone numbers. I did see there might be a website out there that allows you to input your phone number, but I don't know if that's 100% certain. And like I said, this breach was so great that even Mark Zuckerberg's information or his cell phone number got out. So let me see what you guys are saying before we move on. What's up, Black Strawberry Apple? How you doing? All right, let me see what else you guys are saying before we move on. Let's see. Oh, Spiller Girl TV says you got hacked. Wow, wow. When I drop the link, if you don't mind coming up and telling us like not specifics, but how you knew you got hacked, that would be pretty interesting to hear. Um, how you got hacked and how you knew you got hacked, so other people know what to look out for. Definitely, if you got hacked, that'll be good for people because I know a lot of people use Facebook and stuff like that, and things. So that'll be good to hear your side of things and stuff like that. So yeah, that'll be cool, so people understand. Yeah, that's crazy. Because I mean, Facebook have all your information, your last name, first name, birth date, and all that stuff. All right. So let's move on to the next agenda item. Let's see what else is up. Here we go. Mohammad Anwar update. Now, you guys may know that I spoke about this situation before. I did a whole private live to bring awareness to the situation. I also shared the GoFundMe of the family. So if you weren't there for that, Muhammad Anwar was pretty much doing his Uber Eats in downtown Washington D.C. And some young girls, 13 and 15, came up to him while he was getting into his vehicle and pretty much tried to take his vehicle from him. A struggle ensued. I think they may have tased him. I don't know. But what happened was that the vehicle flipped over while they were struggling, and unfortunately, Mr. Anwar passed away. Now, it says that two teen girls accused of carjacking and killing Uber Eats driver in DC reached plea deal, ensuring they'll not be held past age 21 nor be placed in a prison facility. Now, when I saw the footage of this and everything, I'm not going to show that at this time, but it was crazy. They pushed Mr. Anwar, or they were telling him to push him out, push him out. One of the girls was telling her other friend to push him out the car and all the other stuff. And when the vehicle turned over, and Mr. Anwar was on the ground, um, the girl was only concerned about her phone that was left in the vehicle. So it's a pretty crazy situation, and I'm kind of upset to come to know that like they're going to get off this easy. So let me read it real quick. It says two girls ages 13 and 15 who were charged with the murder and carjacking of Pakistani immigrant killed last month while working at his job delivering food in Washington D.C. have reportedly reached a plea deal with prosecutors. Muhammad Anwar, 66, died when police said the girls, armed with a taser, sped off in his car as he clung to the driver's side door. Then the door opened and crashed seconds later just outside the ballpark of the Washington Nationals. On Monday, the teens reportedly reached a plea deal with the prosecutors that would ensure they will not be held past the age of 21 nor be placed in a prison facility. Okay, okay, since last week, the teens appeared via video in D.C. Superior Court as their lawyer and prosecutor Bonnie Linderman discussed the case with Judge Lynn Lebovitz. Bovitz. According to the Washington Post, Linderman gave no indication that her office would try to transfer the older teen's case to adult court. Under D.C. law, the 13-year-old could not be prosecuted as an adult due to her age. The judge set the next court date for April 20th to discuss the status of the case. All right, so this is my thoughts on this whole situation. I think it's kind of disgusting. I know the girl is age 13, but if you saw how calculated the whole situation was, how callous those girls were to Mr. Anwar, you would have been like, you don't deserve to get out at 21. Like, you deserve to maybe get out at 25. Because you being 13 and having been so already callous in total disregard for that Mr. Anwar is completely despicable. Now I understand you do the crime, and then once you do the crime, you have remorse. But you did the crime and you had no remorse, and you tried to get away. And that's why I say like, mm-mm, mm-mm. I know they got that law, but they should have been like, okay, 30, and then when you get to the age of 21, we'll reevaluate you and see if you're ready for release. But this is totally despicable. What those young girls did, and like I said, if you saw the video, I didn't show the video, but it's out there. I put the link to it. It's totally terrible once you see what happened from beginning to end. It was completely calculated. They showed no mercy, and they were trying to take the man's vehicle from him for what? For what? Where you gonna go? You're 13 and 15 years old. How long you gonna have the vehicle for? And they're girls at that. You know what I mean? They're just completely callous. And to know that they can't get prosecuted, like they're gonna get out at the age of 21 and not gonna go to a prison facility. I'm not wishing that on nobody, but they're 13 and 15 with no soul. So you think they're gonna have a soul? I don't know. I don't know. You know. I hope they get rehabilitated, and I just hope the family moves on. What's up, complaining balloons? I haven't seen you in ages. How you doing? Good to see you. Venus says they definitely would commit more crimes when they get out. Yeah, I mean, I just think it's sending a bad message. Like, okay, what, you're gonna have a bunch of bad kids running around here saying, oh well, let me commit these crimes before I get, 14. It's just terrible. It's just terrible. But I don't know. Harmony says poor man's family. I agree. What's up, Miss All That? How you doing? Good to see you here as well. All right, let me see what else you guys are saying, and we'll move on to the next story. Donna A says, wow. Deborah Combs says, that's sad. Who raised these girls? Yeah, I just don't know. Come with a taser and everything. I don't know if they were scoping him out or what. I don't know. So yeah, that's how I feel about that situation. And I don't think laws like that make what we got going on in this world any easier concerning the youth, because that's sending the wrong sign. Oh, we're not going to send them to a prison. I think they should be reevaluated. But then again, you never know. The justice system, I don't know. It's a tough situation. So, yeah, but at the end of the day, we have to remember a man lost his life due to their actions and their actions alone. He wasn't out at night, he was working in the middle of the day, and they tried to take his vehicle. So, at the end of the day, it's a sad situation. So, all right, let's move on to the next topic. Mm, I just want to provide an update regarding that. All right, so next up we have Kodak Black. Next up we have Kodak Black. But before we do that, I encourage you guys to head over there to the Avatar Nation collection and get you some exquisite wear over there on Teespring. Head over there to the Avatar Nation collection.
Welcome to Avatar Nation. Welcome to Avatar Nation. Welcome to Avatar Nation.
All right, yeah, guys, head over there to the Avatar Nation collection. Head over there and get you some exquisite wear. I truly do appreciate you guys rocking out the Avatar Nation collection and things like that. So it's truly great to see the support that y'all are giving concerning that. All right, so now we have Kodak Black. Kodak Black almost had his life taken, I think last night. So let me tell you what happened. Hold on. This is crazy because Kodak Black was pardoned by President Trump before President Trump left office and things like that. I guess he put in a request for early release or have his sentence commenced or something like that. And this is what happens when he gets out. Now, I'm not saying he's totally at fault, but it's kind of sad to see less than 4 months, 5 months of being released. This is what happens. So here we go. It says rap star Kodak Black was targeted in a shooting earlier today, April 5th in Tallahassee. So it was today, early morning. According to the cops, the rapper was in the parking lot of a McDonald's during an incident that can only be described as disturbing. Kodak was in town to perform at as the headliner of the Culture Fest, the Culture 3 Fest, it says. The rapper had just left Baja's Beach Club around 3 o'clock in the morning, and when they noticed they were being followed by several vehicles, Kodak's security team managed to shake the car that was trailing them. Wow. So the rapper decided to make a stop at a nearby McDonald's to grab a sausage McGriddle with strawberry jelly for breakfast. Now, how in the world they know that? I guess, I don't know. Maybe he told them before. I don't know. According to the Tallahassee Democrat, Kodak's team blocked the entrance to the fast food restaurant so he could safely pick up his order, and that's when violence erupted. The same car that was following them in the early incident appeared out of nowhere, and occupants in the vehicle started shooting. Wow. According to a TPD spokeswoman, a security guard working for Kodak was struck in the leg by the gunfire and seriously wounded. Although more details about his condition were not immediately available, Kodak Black was whisked away from the area in an armored vehicle while the injured guard was rushed to surgery because a bullet hit his how do you say it? Femoral artery, causing him to lose a large amount of blood. He is currently in stable condition. Femoral artery, excuse me. Femoral artery. So that's pretty crazy. I gotta read this part again, y'all. It said, wait, they were trying to shake him. It says, Kodak security team managed to shake the car that was tailing them, so the rapper decided to make a stop at a nearby McDonald's to grab a sausage McGriddle with the strawberry jelly for breakfast. Black strawberry apple. Do you know anything about that? Do you know anything about that? What's up, Steve Austin? How you doing? That's crazy. Now, let me just say this. Let me get my insight on this. Now, if you're shaking a car, if you see cars following you, you know something's up. So why in the world would you stop and go get you a sausage McGriddle, not knowing how far they are from behind you? Like that's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. Like I would be like, no, just take me home, and I can make me a grilled cheese sandwich at home or at the hotel. That's 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 crazy. That's unbelievable. Come on, Kodak Black. But that's kind of sad. Like he gets out of prison, and now he still got to worry about people wanting to take his life. Mm. Oh, okay, Kim. Okay. Well, Spiller Girl, you want me to drop the link real quick? To tell how you knew you got hacked on Facebook. Do you want to share that? Because I know you said you got 5 minutes. So I'll drop the link real quick if you want to share that story with us. So people know. Because I think a lot of people may not know, and I know a lot of people use Facebook. So let me know if you want me to drop the link real quick. You don't have to stay for a long time, but it'll be good for the people to hear from your perspective if you want to share that with them. So let me see. Let me know if you want to put yes or no. What's B Town? What's up, Miss B Town Hester? How you doing? What's up, Eva 904? Good to see you. Um, so let me know if you want to, and I'll drop the link. But yeah, it's pretty crazy that that happened to him, and like I said, he got out of prison. Now he's still got to worry about his life. Now I don't know who he's pissed off, and there's a lot of jealousy in the entertainment industry. So who knows what they wanted? But obviously they wanted to take his life, right? Because they started shooting, and that's the crazy part about it. When they caught up with him at the McDonald's restaurant, they just started shooting at him. Like for what? Like what did he do? I don't know. Mm-mm. Venus says, when you don't log out of Facebook, you can get hacked. Yeah, I was wondering what Miss Regina was saying, how she got hacked. Cause interesting. What's up, Sagittarius? So yeah, so that's a story regarding Kodak Black. Hopefully, I'm sure that's a scary, scary situation, but hopefully, he'll get the protection that he needs. So that's kind of crazy. So I don't know. Mm, Might be time for him to move to the mountains of Montana. Get away from that stuff. Voodoo Queen says, I don't do Kodak. How can you be Haitian but hate dark skinned girls? I don't know, Voodoo Queen. I don't know. Society perpetuates a lot of non-acceptance of people's color if they're black, which causes people to have a lot of self-hate. Who knows? Who knows how he grew up, So, all right, we're going to move on to, I think, our last story. Our last story is the petty flight attendant. The petty flight attendant. Now, did I upload this? I don't think I uploaded this, did I? No, I didn't. Hold on, y'all. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can upload this real quick. The petty flight attendant. Let's see. Petty. Petty flight attendant. Hold on. Let's see. All right. Well, let me just read to you guys what happened, and then I'll share with you guys the video. So, pretty much what happened. Let me just read this real quick. It says, "Oh, hold on, dude. I know I did this. Hold on one second, y'all. Bear with me. Bear with me. No, did I? Hold on. Oh, I know. Okay, I know what happened. All right, I know. Excuse me, y'all. Bear with me 1 second. If you guys don't mind, please feel free to thumbs up the video. Please feel free to subscribe. This is where you get the latest and greatest of news that you can use in your real life. Okay, yeah, I did. All right. I'm good. I think I got it. All right. Exit out of here. All right. Refresh this real quick, and then it should show. All right. Let's see. Here we go. All right. Here you go, guys. So, a male flight attendant is kicked off a Spirit Airlines plane in Orlando after forcing all passengers to deplane when a 2-year-old child refused to wear a mask. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. A petty flight attendant. This flight attendant is so petty. Video captured the moment a male flight attendant was kicked off a Spirit Airlines flight in Florida after forcing all the passengers to deplane when a 2-year-old girl refused to wear a mask. The incident occurred on board a plane that was trying to leave Orlando, Florida to head to New York on Monday. Several videos from the incident have been shared on social media. In one clip, the little girl is sitting on her mother's lap eating yogurt when a female flight attendant tells them they need to exit the plane. The female flight attendant addressed the family on behalf of the male steward who didn't want them on the plane. The child's mother, who was 7 months pregnant, and father immediately asked the steward why they were being kicked off the plane. Let me check my chat real quick because I don't know if Mr. Gina replied. Did Mr. Gina reply? Let's see. I don't think she replied. Okay, let me continue with the story. Okay. Hold on. Let me see. As I scroll on down. Okay. He says, I'm sorry they want you off. The flight attendant tells the family, adding that they were not complying with the mask. The girl's parents responded that they have been wearing their masks when the attendant pointed to their daughter and said, she's not wearing one. Other passengers sitting nearby immediately pointed out to the flight attendant that there were other babies not wearing masks. Oh, my. They also pointed to the fact that the little girl was eating yogurt while waiting to take off. The flight attendant said, it's not my choice, as the girl's dad argues that they also have their special needs son with them. The steward then walks away and says that she's going to call the police on board. The two other clips, the family shows them getting out of their seats along with other passengers after everyone was told they need to disembark the plane. Wow. After all the passengers were back at the gate, police officers were seen in another clip escorting the male steward who had a problem with the girl not wearing a mask off the plane. Unbelievable. The family and all the passengers were let back onto the plane a short time later. Unbelievable. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. So pretty much what happened here, and I'm gonna show y'all the video clip, was that there was a stewardess. There was a stewardess here that pretty much caused a whole plane to deplane because of a little girl who was 2 years old not wearing a mask. And the 2-year-old girl, they said, was eating yogurt, and there were other babies on the plane or toddlers who did not have the mask. He caused the whole plane to deplane, and you know what? He had to deplane in the end and was escorted away by the police. So let me show you guys that footage, and so you understand what I'm talking about. So hold on 1 second. All right, here we go. Hold on. Uh-oh. Hold on 1 second. Let me stop. Okay. Hold on 1 second, y'all.
Good reason why people trust bio-advanced frozen flour.
Hold on one second. You guys feel free to subscribe to SK Tofu Alley, SK Tofu Alley. If you want to talk about what is going on in this area, feel free to subscribe to SK Tofu Alley. All right, give me 1 second as this video loads. Hold on. All right, here we go. Here we go. Hold on. All right, here we go. 1 second, y'all. All right. Okay, let me share my screen with you guys. Let me share my screen. Stop share screen. And then we're going to share the screen. And you're going to see what I'm talking about. So here we go. Here we go. Audio. There you go. All right. So you see it. We'll blow it up. And there you go. Let me audio. All right. Here we go.
Non-compliance, we'll have to get off. I didn't want to do this. You have to pick up your stuff.
What do we do?
I'm sorry. I want you off.
Okay, no problem. Just tell me what we did.
Non-compliance with the mask.
We're wearing a mask.
She's not wearing it.
The baby?
Wearing a mask.
So now they're trying to get them off the plane because the little girl isn't wearing a mask.
Guys, was I wearing a mask all the time, everybody?
I'm sorry.
I'll make sure he wears it. Everything's gonna be fine.
I'm sorry.
I'll make sure that they're wearing it, okay?
Special needs child and a 2-year-old. Right.
I don't have my choice.
Whose choice? Bring him here.
Why would you make
Right, bring him here.
waste time to do this? I'm sorry, but she has to get up and she has to take your stuff and you have to.
I'm not excuse me. I'm not gonna leave until I understand what I did wrong. So if you want to call your manager, you can call your manager.
Not comply with the mask policy.
You said it's not you. So who is this? We're done talking, right?
We're done talking, but
Okay.
Pilot wants you off, you have to get off.
Who wants me off?
Pilot wants you off.
Who?
She's a baby. Pilot wants you off.
I can't my
I'm sorry.
flight.
You have to get off.
She's just turned 2 a month ago.
I understand.
5 and up. What she's been trying to wear it. She keeps
She's innovating.
Exit out of the aircraft, or we'll have to deplane the aircraft and call the police.
Keep your mask on.
Keep it.
They said they're going to deplane and call the police over a mask, over a little mask.
Keep the video going.
7 months pregnant with a special needs kid on a flight trying to get this on her. She refusing to keep it on, but we're all having to be kicked off. Now she keeps it on. Obviously.
A lady over here heard someone on the phone before we even got on the plane that they were planning this. Okay. What
Before
else?
I even walked on the
The
plane.
captain was okay with it. The whole plane was okay with it, but there was one African American that was not okay with it. Why? Not complying. Not complying.
You try to be politically correct.
Baby, I just turned 2. I could have got her a free seat and wrote that she's not 2.
Feel free
She
to
just
look at
turned
my
2,
son.
but I paid for her seat because I'm honest. Okay? I could have done it, right?
Yep.
I don't have a license.
Honest.
And a special needs child right over here.
That's so sad. That's so sad. That's the flight attendant, y'all. That's the flight attendant.
There it is. At the top.
Hold on. Hold on. See? That's the flight attendant. You're going to see the flight attendant. See, that's the flight attendant right there. There he is right there. Uh-oh. They won't let me stop it, but there he is. There he is. Right there.
Cops are escorting him away.
Yeah.
There he is. At the top. Sorry.
Marco 7, happy ending. We're back on. Everyone's coming back on the plane. Today, I think they removed that steward. I wanted us off for no reason. They removed him, and now we're all taking off.
Ooh. You know that. That's crazy, y'all. That's crazy. That's a crazy situation. That's a crazy situation. Yeah. So Bomb says, did he get fired? I don't think he got fired. I don't know. I think they were upset with him, and then the police escorted him away. Now I don't know if they escorted him for his safety or to question him, like, why are you sitting up here wasting police dollars to, you know, deplane everybody over a mask? And there was other children who were, not wearing a mask. So it's a kind of crazy situation there. So I wanted to share that with y'all because I thought that was pretty interesting that the whole plane had to demask because of him. And I don't know why the pilot couldn't step in and override the flight attendant's decision. That's kind of crazy. You know what I mean? Like for the pilot not to be able to override and have to deplane and cause delays and all that other stuff. And I'm sure the airline isn't happy because one delay causes another delay, especially if there's a connected flight. So that's kind of crazy, you know? What does the person being African American have to do with it? That's a good point. Because the way he said African American, it was like, what? I don't know, but I guess he had to properly identify, right? I don't know. I try to be rational in all my thinking, you know? So that's what I'm thinking. But they don't get that they are putting the baby in harm's way without the mask that air circulates when someone is sick. Well, pretty much what they were saying is that like the baby was eating yogurt. The baby was eating yogurt, you know? That's what they were saying. And then they were saying other babies were not wearing their masks, so why were they being targeted? So William Carew says he was being a smart butt. Probably so. Probably so. Voodoo Queen says they let the child make the decision on wearing a mask in that situation. Well, then they were saying that the baby was just like having a hard time wanting to put the mask on. So, I don't know. What her race have to do with it? Well, it was actually a black male. So it was a black male stewardess. So yeah, I don't know. Those situations are quite tricky. If she's two, they don't have to have a seat, but I think babies didn't have to wear a mask. But the baby had a mask, he was just having a hard time. You never know what transpired. It seemed like to be a personal issue. Why are they being that way with the little baby? I didn't think they were required to wear a mask. I don't know. The question is, why isn't she in a seat that's dangerous for her not having her own seat? Well, he said he purchased a seat. He said he purchased a seat for the baby. He didn't really have to purchase a seat for the baby. So, what's up, Giving Love? How you doing? So yeah, so that's it, y'all. I'm gonna drop the link real quick in case somebody wants to come up and chime in about anything that we spoke about. Or we have any questions? I don't know if anybody else has experienced a Facebook breach. If you want to come up, tell us what you experienced, and how you know that you were, hacked or whatever, or your privacy was compromised on Facebook. Feel free to hit the link if you so choose to. Infants are inherently scared of anything on their faces. Hard call. Okay. So Bomb says my child wouldn't have kept a mask on at 2 years old. Okay. Okay. Let me see. All right. So yeah. All right. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Okay. Lisa's Journey says a child will do what you teach them. My granddaughter wears hers. Just saying. Yeah, but in that confined space, they may be irritable. I don't know. So, all right, y'all. Anything else? Feel free to hit the link if you so choose to. She says, "Are you guys watching the trial?" I was going to comment on that, but I decided to hold off on it. I know there was some pretty damaging testimony that was given by the chief of police and also by, was it the paramedic? I think it was either the paramedic or the ER doctor. Either the paramedic or the ER doctor. But yeah, there was some damaging testimony where the police chief said that, we're not trained to do that. And, there's ways to de-escalate the situation. But like I said, I didn't read it thoroughly, so I didn't feel comfortable expressing that to you guys. So, all right, let me see what Kia Moore says. First of all, their masks aren't properly fitting, so they are putting others at risk if masks really work. Putting others at risk if masks really work. I think there was a misunderstanding, to be honest. So I don't know. I mean, like we weren't there from beginning to end. Babies have to have knit masks that's form fitting. Okay. What's up, William? How you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. What's going on?
Well, pretty good to hear from you, Sir King. You hear the news. That airline situation stuff. I'm beginning to wonder, are we making too much out of the mass situations when we're traveling with kids or what? Uh, it's just my opinion that we've heard doctors' explanation how the virus is affecting young people and babies and stuff. But then again, how are you going to travel with your child and the child doesn't maybe want to wear the mask, or you have a hard time getting them to put keeping the mask on because kids are going to be kids, you know. And for this stewardess, the steward or whatever he was, why would he make a big deal out of it like that?
I don't
I
know. It may
understand
have been a
about the
personal. It may have been a
personal.
personal situation that transpired,
Yeah,
and he was looking for anything, and he thought he would go after the daughter or the girl. You know.
yeah, because I can understand about the air circulation in the plane because I have a friend of mine, her cousin is a stewardess, and she flies all over the United States, and she's been saying that that's why the spacing of the seats. They really don't say anything too much to parents with little ones, say like under what 2 years old, about their mask on the airlines. I'm not going to mention airline, but it's just something, and your doctors even saying that most young kids are immune to it because they have a stronger immune system right now when they're little like that. So
Yeah, that's pretty interesting. Yeah,
there's a lot
I
of
don't know. I mean,
it's a lot of
this
facts that
this
we don't know about this disease when it affects how it affects a lot of people at certain age groups. Now we know the older folks like me, yeah. Madam had it already. I talked to my doctor about it. He said I was very fortunate. But in, when it comes to younger people, I'm just wondering, have they done enough case studies on that?
yeah, and they said there's some kind of variant out there is that is targeting the younger kids more. So
Yeah,
I don't know. I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. I don't know if it's just to keep people under under wraps or under check about certain things, or it's all crazy. And about did you get the one yet about Google won a lawsuit against the Oracle app, the people from Oracle?
Yeah, I saw that, but I didn't read it. What are you saying?
Well, Google won their case. They about the copyright infringement. Oracle said Google had copyrighted using copyright infringements on their
I mean,
on their
you patent infringement or
no, it's
copyright infringement?
copyright. Copyright.
Oh, okay.
It said copyright. So apparently, uh, see when I'm trying to think how it was Google. Did Google get the rights to them, or they got the right? No, yeah, Google got the rights to them, and their stuff that they use. They said Oracle tried to say the stuff was copyrighted, but the Supreme Court, in a decision of 6-2, said that Google did not infringe on the copyrights of that company that they had bought into. That was very interesting too. When it comes to copyright now,
All
uh,
right.
the
Well, let me see what they're
trial.
saying. Let me see what they're saying right now. Hold on.
Mhm.
It says Supreme Court hands Google a victory in multi-billion-dollar case against Oracle. The Supreme Court has handed Google a win in a decade-old case in software development, holding that the technology giant did not commit copyright infringement against Oracle when it copied snippets of programming language to build its Android operating system. Google's copying of so-called application programming interfaces from Oracle Java SE was an example of fair use. Wow. The court held in a 6-2 decision authored by Justice Stephen Breyer. In addition to resolving a multi-billion dollar dispute between the tech titans, the ruling helps affirm a long-standing practice in software development. But the court declined to weigh in on the broader question of whether APIs are copyrightable. Google said the court's opinion is a victory for consumers, interoperability, and computer science. The decision gives legal certainty to the next generation of developers whose new products and services will benefit consumers. Let me see. It says in a statement, Oracle reiterated its allegations that Google stole Java and used its economic dominance to fight a protracted legal battle. The Google platform just got bigger and the market power greater, Oracle said. The barriers to entry higher and the ability to compete lower. This behavior is exactly why regulatory authorities around the world and in the United States are examining Google's business practices. So pretty much it seems as if they were saying that they stole a piece of their code.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's what
Okay.
they were saying.
Okay, so if we don't hand down Google went into the all right, that's crazy. Wouldn't that be like how would they relate that to copyright though? Because copyright
Uh,
usually refers to pieces of like I'm not gonna say
well,
art, but written.
they're saying what I'm thinking with like it's with Android and different stuff, that they used on their Android platform. They got that from
Right.
Oracle, but Oracle said
Right.
they had a copyright on that.
Mm-hmm. But I'm sure they have a patent on that technology too, even the idea of it alone, right? Let me see
Yeah,
if
it
I
would
go.
be, but it's
Yeah.
crazy.
Hold on one second. I'm gonna try to. All right, here we go. So you guys know what we're talking about. Yeah. You see, so that's crazy. Mm, that's crazy. I'm gonna try to scroll up. There we go. Yeah, so you can steal people code. Isn't that like deaf? I forget the word of it, but it's like from a technical standpoint, that's like when you steal somebody's patent idea. If you steal the source code and stuff like that, you pretty much got all the tools
Well,
that you need.
it would seem like they would have a patent on all that kind of stuff, though. But maybe some of it doesn't have patent. It's
Yeah,
crazy though.
but you can't steal somebody's idea. I mean, that's crazy, and it comes behind copyright. I don't know. That's yeah. You're right though. You're right, but that's crazy. So
Yeah.
um,
And like you were saying earlier, that trial is right now is very damaging to the defense side.
mhm,
Chief of police
right.
up there, emergency room doctor. It's I don't know. I just want to see how the defense is going to present their case because right now it's all prosecution bringing up their witnesses. The defense really hasn't brought up any witnesses, and the most interesting thing they're wondering: are they going to bring that officer up on the stand or not?
I
So,
agree. I think the tactic that not the prosecution, the defense is going to use is they're going to attack, Floyd's character. That's what I
well,
feel.
no,
You know,
I feel that way. His character has been well taken care of when his ex girlfriend came up there. His character was well taken care of on that part. I do believe.
yeah, I agree. But you know how the defense is. They got to
Well,
put any seed of doubt in the juror's head. That's all.
well, if they put that seed of doubt in their heads like that, then that's some weak jurors. They're not looking at the whole case. They're not looking at what it's based on. And regardless, I don't care if the man even was high. There's no reason to be sitting on a man's neck that long, and everybody knows that that caused asphyxiation. When that doctor said the asphyxiation really threw him into the heart attack, that's it right there. For me, it is. Uh, I'm not going to sit up here and hope they play 12 angry men. No, y'all better go ahead on and do the right thing. That's all I'm saying.
Right, right. I hear you. I agree. I agree. Do you think I was thinking that usually witnesses are dissuaded in this situation from offering testimony that would be harmful for officer. You know what I'm saying? So do you think that the city of Minnesota fears a tremendous backlash or riots or protests that they're like, oh no, y'all get on that stand and y'all be honest, because if y'all don't, we're gonna have mayhem. If something breaks out,
Well, I look at it this way: they already paid his family 26 million before the trial started. So that goes to show that people are looking at this now. Why would you pay somebody 26 million if you don't think he was guilty of what he done? Seriously, I mean, that's all. It's admitting guilt.
You think so? You think
It
so?
is. Yeah, it's an admission of why would I want to pay you $26 million knowing I didn't do anything wrong, or even say somebody with me didn't do anything wrong. Why would I want to pay you that 26 million even before the trial starts? And then they fired the officer. Uh, I don't know.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from. I see where you're
Yeah,
coming from.
yeah. And even the chief of police called it murder. So there we have it.
I think they had to pay him something, seeing the circumstances around the case. I mean, if they lowballed the family and say, "Here's 2 million," I think a lot of people would be completely upset about that. So, yeah.
Well,
All right,
even
we got
even
somebody.
20, even
We
twenty
got
six
somebody
million
coming up.
is a lot to pay.
What you say, William?
26 million is a lot to pay the city for the
Yeah,
city to
but what's 26 million compared to almost $1 billion in destruction? So I think
well,
they might be looking at it that way too. All right, we got somebody in the back. Hello, Terry P. How you doing?
Hey, gentlemen.
well, hey Terry P, how you doing, sweetheart?
Good. How are
Hey.
you? Hey, SK,
Oh,
Mr. William. Well,
doing
I just,
fine, honey.
oh, good, good. I just wanted to give my take because, I've been a true crime enthusiast since I was a teenager, right? And I'm purposely not watching the trial right now because I just don't feel like getting into that space of anger, because that case still haunts me. But
Yeah,
as far as the city of Minneapolis taking responsibility, that's civilly. Like there's always a difference in a criminal case versus a civil case because it happened with the OJ. Remember when OJ
right, right,
got
right.
off? We all knew OJ was, well, back then I was still pretty young and I was like, he didn't do it. But after a few years, I was like, okay, yeah, he did it. But even though he was acquitted of all of the charges, they were still able to, get him civilly through those civil charges. So even though the family was compensated, which 26 million is still not enough to me, but it's all left up to the jurors, and we know by history how it could just be two jurors that are
Right.
like, mm-mm, no, I think, the officer was well within his right to, sit on his neck for 9 minutes and some odd seconds. So
Yeah,
that's why, I was talking to my husband about it, and we were just talking about it last night. And I said, you know what? And we both said the same thing. I'm like, God forbid these jurors don't convict this man. It's going to be the LA riots, Watts riots, Detroit riots times 10.
yeah. Well, not only that, it's going to be practically all over the world the way I look at it,
Yeah.
because the way the
Yeah.
world did when it first happened, the marches and protests and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the United States is going to be looked at some kind of criminal faction because
Hmm.
they've seen it, and they're going to be saying the United States is unfair to everybody. And pretty soon, uh,
Yeah. Yeah. So I hope the jurors get it right this time because they've gotten it wrong so many times before. And that's why I'll watch let me just wait until the verdict comes, and then I'll watch the trial after, because
Yeah.
usually I'll watch the trial in real time with high
Right.
profile cases, um, because that's just been a passion of mine for forever. But this one right here is just
Yeah, I
I
know.
can't do it right now.
It was hard.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
hard for me to watch when them young kids came up and had to testify. You know. Uh,
Yeah, I get I get the recap, with the
mhm.
news. But just to protect my energy, I'm like, let me just wait until the verdict comes out, and if it comes out in favor of Mr. Floyd, then I will watch all of that trial footage
Right.
happily. But if it doesn't, I don't want to see this mess. I don't, because we've been here before where
Been
the
there.
evidence,
Yeah.
yeah, where the evidence is so blatantly there and they still find a reason to say, they were well within their right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I
It's another
hope
tough one.
it's
It's another tough one.
yeah.
Yeah,
How did
so
your shot come through, dear?
Huh?
I heard you got your second COVID shot. How do you feel?
I did. We feel great. I actually the other day I had my husband and I both, we had a delayed reaction of the fatigue. We were just like kind of lethargic where we just wanted to nap all day. And
Right.
thank goodness it was on a Saturday. It was this past Saturday.
Hmm.
My mom got hers. A lot of people in my family got theirs. I don't think my dad hasn't gotten his yet, but he's going to. And my stepmom is going to, but a lot of us have gotten it. We're just waiting on the kids' dosage to come.
Oh, okay. That's
Oh,
great.
and
Great.
that kind of segues into what you guys were talking about with the kids. That's why if it's not a necessity right now, don't have
Hmm.
your kids in these confined spaces. That is
Right.
so dangerous if it's not a necessity, because it's annoying having a mask on your face. I work from home, so thank goodness I don't have to have
Yeah.
wear a mask on my face all day. But when I go out, of course, we do it with. I mean, hey, get your mask, and I actually double up on my mask, because we've been, the outdoor amusement parks and stuff, like the smaller amusement parks have
Right.
opened up. The little go-kart
Little
places
bitty
in the
thing.
Santa
Yeah.
Monica Pier. Yeah. And then Disneyland is opening back up, Universal Studios. So when we do like the little outdoor kid thingies, we double
Hmm.
up on our masks and all that, but it's outdoors. So I just personally, um, it, it would be uncomfortable for a toddler to have that mask on their face.
Right. That's what I
And
was thinking.
you have to do everything in your power to, comfort them and protect them. But if it's not a necessity to travel, I wouldn't put them in that uncomfortable situation. That's just my personal view.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
yeah.
A lot of things
Mhm.
you have to think about when you're traveling with children. Anyway,
Yeah,
they like the little potty stops you're gonna make, and
yeah, yeah.
are they hungry? So there's a lot of things we have to consider with even with I'd say 7 year olds down. They want a drink of water, or they need to go to the bathroom, or they need this and that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're
But
already irritable because, I mean, that
they're being
when your
confined.
ears pop, yeah, when their ears pop,
Yep, yep.
they don't know how to pop it's just they're already irritable. So,
Hmm.
we just need to, as parents, we just need to wait until the trials have finished. And, they're, from what I'm hearing, they're testing, the vaccination on children.
Yeah.
Um, and for me, the reason why I wasn't scared, like I was like, okay, let me let a bunch of people go first because I'm not going to be a guinea pig. I was a guinea pig in the military. When I was in boot camp, it was like the
I think
first
we
week of
all
boot.
were.
Yeah, you remember? See, Mr. William, you were decades before me, so they didn't have. I called it the air gun line. They literally
Right.
had, see, I was in the Navy, so we had what's called corpsmen. The corpsmen are the medical assistants. There were at least 3 to 4 corpsmen on the left side of you and the right side of you. So
Right
you
side of
literally had to walk down the line and you were getting shot in both arms, just like boom, boom, boom. And then you had
you.
to get a shot. Did you get that shot in the butt that was like peanut butter?
Yeah.
You remember that? And then they
Yeah,
told you,
fortunately,
they were, yeah,
fortunately,
yeah, they were
yeah.
like, keep rubbing your butt, keep rubbing your butt, let it rub in. And I was like, this is the worst shot ever. It was for strep throat because I went to boot camp in Great Lakes, Illinois, just right outside
Yeah. Oh, well, you went to the
Chicago.
same place my brother went to. That's where he was
Uh-huh.
stationed at Great Lakes.
Yep,
Yeah.
great mistakes. Great mistakes is what we call them. Uh-huh. So that's why
Yeah.
I'm not scared of vaccinations because I didn't know what the hell they injected. They could have injected us with God knows what.
Anything
And
and
you're just,
everything. That's what I'm saying,
uh-huh.
right?
Yeah,
We were told
yeah.
to take a shot and we took it without
You
question.
without question, you didn't even know. They could have, oh, I don't even know what, and then they inject CSK. You're getting a little history about being a government guinea pig. We they injected us with something that stopped our menstrual cycles as women. And I knew they did. I'm like, why is it that none of us are getting our menstrual cycles? And I knew they did. Like the whole time in boot camp, nothing. Right. And so when I was, at my duty station, I had been in for like 2 years already. I met a corpsman who served in Great Lakes. And I asked him, I was like, did they inject us with something to stop our menstrual cycles? And he said, yes. I said, I knew it.
Yeah, they do.
I knew it.
Oh, that's pretty scary. That's
Yeah.
pretty scary.
So that's
Yeah,
I
why,
think that's fine.
yeah, that's why
yeah,
vaccines don't really scare me. I'm like, I'd rather get that vaccine. I feel great. We feel great.
yeah. That's
Um,
great to hear, dear. That's great to
yeah,
hear.
Mhm.
Some
yeah.
people get it rough, It's like I seen one guy over here. He took the shot last week. He's in the hospital now. It's
Oh
like,
no.
yeah, he had a bad reaction and his lungs collapsed on him, and he had kidney failure. It's like,
Oh jeez.
what the hell they shoot him with? So,
Right.
then
Right.
other people take it, and it doesn't have any effect on them. And I
Yeah.
believe it's probably the different pharmaceutical companies. It depends on what injection you take from who, like Johnson and Johnson, Pfizer, and the other one that they got out,
I got the Moderna. We got the Moderna.
Moderna. Yeah, and
Yeah.
I would trust Johnson and Johnson to save the world after what they did to these women with this talcum powder
Oh,
crap.
the talcum powder with the ovarian cancer. Yeah.
Right, right. So I'd
Mm-hmm.
never put any more faith in Johnson and Johnson when it comes to vaccines,
Yeah.
because they'll
Plus
lie about that.
that one hasn't been on the market yet. Like they just finished up their trial period.
Hmm.
And I'm like, I'd rather just do the 2 dose versus theirs, which is supposed to be a 1 dose. But we haven't
Mm,
seen any data on the Johnson and Johnson. So
Johnson and stuff.
yeah. So
Oh,
yeah, but no, we're
excuse
fine.
me. Yeah, that's great. Excuse me, Bess. I seen her. She said she took that, was exposed to Agent Orange and is still fighting for benefits. Honey, they passed the laws years ago.
Oh wow.
Agent Orange stuff. You can get your benefits. You just have to go back to your I think it's to the place where you're inducted from, and get your records and show where you've been traveling and everything else. Go to a VA hospital. You'll get your benefits. Yeah,
Wow.
my brother has Agent Orange right now, and well, he's had his benefits. It took him a while, as you say, but not this long, because I think he's had his benefits for maybe about 22, 23 years now. But yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay.
the United States finally admitted that they exposed their soldiers and Marines and stuff to that chemical without telling them the side effects, what it would be. Huh,
Oh
and that
wow.
Yeah, I watched that. That Agent Orange is a mess. It causes tumors, your hair loss, cancer. Uh, it's Agent Orange is something people should look that up. It's for the military guys to go through that, and the government's not willing to pay. I it just makes me mad sometimes at this country. I know everybody says it's a great country, but a lot of times we sacrifice our people to keep from spending that buck. We rather
Yeah.
see them
Yeah,
stay
I
alive.
agree. I agree.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
So, well,
Okay,
condolences to your
SK and
friend,
Mr.
nobody. Condolences to your friend, nobody who passed away. What
Oh,
we
Yeah.
saying?
condolences. Condolences.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, okay, I will
All right.
see you guys later.
All right,
Have a
Sounds
Cherokee.
good,
Glad to hear,
Cherokee.
good to hear from you, babe. I haven't seen you, but the last time I seen you, you had me crying. So
Are you crying?
I thought I wasn't gonna see you no more.
Oh, yeah, I thought about it. I'm like, and I told SK last night, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna, when I feel the need to hop on, I'll do it. Just, I could tough this shit out. Oh, God, I could tough this stuff out. I could tough this stuff out. So,
Well, we all
yeah.
can, Like I said, I'll only come up when it's something very interesting I want to talk about and say to people, give them a little history lesson and stuff. But otherwise than that, nah, I still love
Yeah.
SK. I love
And it,
SK. I love DKL, James, all of them on my platforms that I got up here. I love all them
yeah,
guys.
it's
I'm
virtual,
like this. I hate to see my family argue. I consider them family, even though they say we're just virtual.
virtual.
Sometimes
Yeah.
and virtual get you out of that rut. So I was in a rut for
Yeah.
listening to all the bickering back and forth. And
Yeah.
it's you have to take a break from it, even if you
Yeah.
don't speak. Even if you don't speak.
Yeah. Yeah. It's always good to take a little break here and there, but
Yeah,
you
it is,
know,
darling.
yeah.
But I
And
love
then
you.
too, it's like an
Uh,
addiction. It's an addiction. You
yeah,
get
it's an
addicted
addiction
to
too.
you
It
get an
is.
yeah, you get an addiction to your virtual YouTube
Mhm.
ships, and
Yeah.
you tend to miss them, like, oh, I want to be up there talking to that, so
Yeah.
yeah.
I know how you feel. I know exactly because I was feeling the same way once upon a while ago that if I come up there, somebody see me, they gonna start on me. I just gotta learn to egg that, be happy with the content creator I am with at that time,
Hmm.
and just go ahead on. Just go ahead on.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
uh,
Okay,
and
gentlemen, have a great evening. I have to start cooking dinner in a little while,
All
and
right.
okay.
Well, thank you,
All right,
Terry.
Cherokee.
you're welcome. Okay, bye, you guys, and bye,
All right,
chat.
bye.
Bye bye.
Bye
Bye.
bye.
All righty,
Yeah.
y'all. That's it. Anything else you want to say, William? If you got
No.
Facebook, make sure you guys are aware of your data and stuff like that because they're saying that Facebook had a breach. So make sure you stay abreast on any changes with your account. Anything you want to say, William?
No, I'm just glad that you're here doing this stuff, and then you're on over the food to tofu
Mm,
chat. It
yeah.
separates. It gives a chance to give a person a chance to really, if they want to be, how should I put this, well versed in things that's going on in the world, and then go over to somewhere where they're just, boom, boom. But
Hmm.
anyway, I like the idea that you've done this. I really do. And
Well, thank you, William.
much,
I appreciate you saying that.
yeah, much success to you and your endeavors, and just keep up the good work, Sir King. And please don't ever show your face, please.
I'll try not to. I'll try my best.
Okay. That'll take all the mystique out of it. It takes all the mystique
I
out of the
know.
show that you're used to, and I wish people would see that. That's all,
Yeah.
you know. But good luck to
Okay.
you. And tell them and I said, hey, and I'm out of here.
All right. Well, thank you. Thank you, William. We appreciate you coming through. So thank you so much.
Alrighty.
All right. That was the one and only William Caruso. So, all right, I'm going to show this real quick, guys. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Hold on one second. All right, here we go. All right, can you guys see that? So it says, let me see if you guys can see that. Yeah, you guys can see that. So it says Mark Zuckerberg's phone number leaked in a huge attack from hackers who posted personal data of 533 million Facebook users. So it says Mark Zuckerberg is among 500 million Facebook users who've had their personal information leaked online following a huge data breach. Okay, the leak discovered today includes the detailed phone numbers of over 533 million Facebook users from 106 countries, including the information of the platform CEO. So be careful, y'all, okay? This was released on April 4th, 2021. So just a day ago, all right? So please watch your account with Facebook because you don't know who has your information and what's going on and how it'll be used. So if his information can get released or get out there, so can yours, okay? All right, so that's what I want to say. I'll drop the link one more time in case anybody, well, let me see this real quick. I'll drop the link to this article real quick so you guys can read it and stay abreast on what you need to look out for. Also, I'm going to drop the link right now in case anybody else wants to come up, and then I'll close out the broadcast. Feel free to subscribe to Tofu Alley if you want the other news concerning the other stuff. So we're not going to do that over here, but feel free to subscribe to the backup. Oh, wow. Thank you, Spicy and Philly. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate your support. Spicy and Philly, thank you. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. So thank you. Hold on, let me see. Thank you very much, Spicy and Philly. Thank you.
Somebody ought to praise him in here.
Thank you once again, Spicy and Philly. I really do appreciate your support. Thank you. Thank you for doing that. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. All right, let me see what y'all saying. Did Bootsy do it? No, Bootsy didn't do it. So bomb. No way. Philly T said, thank you for that information. Nobody asked me to get a huge. All right. Thank you, Harmony. Thank you so much as well. Oh, you're welcome, Harmony. Thank you for being receptive and open to the news. I wanted to share with you guys, especially with your Facebook account and things like that. Thank you.
Somebody ought to praise him in here.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Harmony. Thank you. Thank you. All right. I saw a comment. Let me see what she says. So Bless said, no protection, they make money off your data. That's the crazy part about the situation, Bless, is that they're not doing anything proactively to let people know if their information has been compromised. It had to be an outside person who created a website to let people know if their information had been compromised, such as their website. So that's kind of crazy. If anybody does suffer any kind of effect to their personal records or breach or whatever, Facebook should be held liable for what I see, but I don't know. Oh wow, thank you, Philly T. Just because. Thank you so much, Philly T. Thank you. I appreciate y'all generosity. Thank you guys so much. All right, thank you so much. Thank you. I'll play this one for you, Philly T.
Avatar Nation family. Sir King. Avatar Nation family. Oh Lord. Sir King. Welcome to Avatar Nation. Sir King. Oh Lord. Avatar Nation family.
All right, thank you, Philly T. Thank you so much for your kindness. Thank you. Hold on one second. All right. Hello, Babs. How you doing?
I'm good.
What's
Oh,
going
I
on?
got an echo. Hold on.
Okay. Thank you once again, Harmony, Philly T. Thank you guys so much. And Spicy and Philly, thank you guys so much for your support of the channel as we try to do something different and groundbreaking. So,
Do I still have an echo?
mm. No, you don't. You didn't have one to begin with.
Oh, yeah. I
Mhm.
just wanted to talk about the Facebook thing.
Okay, what's up?
You worry about the data breaches and things like that, but it's also just with Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and all the other social media. It's crazy how much they barter off of your information anyhow. So we
Hmm.
literally don't know who has access to all of our information
Right.
anyway. It's kind of scary.
It is scary, and they do make money off of our data. Our data is very, very valuable. It could tell so much, and it helps marketers know how to market and target a certain demographic and things like that. It's very highly efficient. So yeah, you're right in that instance. So we don't know who has our information and things like that. But to know that it's been put in the hands of people who are not supposed to have it is even
Right.
more concerning. So and like I said, the thing that's even more scary is that they're not proactively doing anything about it. It seems. So
Not even it seems they literally aren't.
yeah,
They literally aren't. They don't
yeah,
care.
yeah, yeah.
They don't have any incentive to care.
Right. I agree. All right, let me say thank you to Italian Queen. Thank you so much, Italian Queen. Thank you so much for your support of Avatar Nation as well. Thank you. We really do appreciate that. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Somebody ought to praise him in here.
Yeah, that's all I wanted to say though.
Mhm.
And I wanted to say also that I like the whole separation between the this side of your channel and then the Tofu Alley thing. I think that's so cool. Like I like to go
Nah,
and crack jokes and stuff, but I like this version of stuff too.
well, thank you, thank you. I mean, like I said, some of the stuff we was good, but I feel like the good things that we were doing were being diluted by some of the other stuff. And even though you may not be partaking in that stuff, still people are still seeing it for what it is, and then other people are doing, even if they lying, are still doing, stuff that got you involved in it. So
Yeah,
I thought it was time. I thought it was time.
yeah.
You know.
I haven't really been around your channel that long. I guess probably
Mhm.
like a few months. I'll just sit in the background or whatever. But it
Right.
was nice to see that there was at least when I first came across your panels, it was the news part, and then it was the YouTube shady stuff. You don't just see only the mess and stuff like that. You actually had something that was a substance too, and so it's good to see the separation.
Yeah, the separation had to come, had to come. Things are about to change as you see. Things are about to change. So,
Yeah, like with
you
that
know,
lady. Well, I ain't gonna say that. Never mind.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not gonna
But
say that. I'll leave that alone.
I just think in general, you just sometimes you got to evolve and you got to take that risk to evolve. So, yeah.
Why you just
So,
another channel saying the same stuff?
say again. Sorry.
Because otherwise you're just another channel saying the same stuff as everybody else.
Yeah, and a lot of people aren't maximizing the talents that they have, and they feel that if some people feel that if a lot of people are doing things a certain way, and it's getting them attention, then that must be the popular way, and I don't think that way. So yeah,
Mm-mm. No, do what actually interests you. If you like to have a news portion of things, I'm sorry, I keep on talking over myself. But if you like to have a news portion of things, then keep it that way. It's a nice change of pace, and that's all I wanted to say.
well, thank you, Babs. I really do appreciate you saying that. I really do. I really do, because it really is a big risk, to just do an abrupt change in programming and stuff like that. So, but at the end of the day, you got to be like, okay, we got to do this because this is not what I'm about. So
Got to stay true to yourself.
definitely, definitely, definitely so, Bab. So thank you so much for coming up and sharing your viewpoint. I appreciate that.
All right. Have a good day.
You too now. Thank you again. Feel free to come up anytime. All right, that was the one and only Babs. So thank you once again, Italian Queen, for your generosity as well. Thank you also for, let's see who this is. Thank you also, Sunday, even though it's Monday. Thank you, Sunday. You said, SK, do you plan on to include a stock segment? I was happy to learn about Roblox. Sure. The thing about that is, I actually saw a video that I wanted to share yesterday, and it talks about stock options. I always encourage y'all to I always encourage y'all to invest in stocks, right? Especially long term. But stocks options is something that you can get into. Because I was always wondering, like, how are these people making all this money, like in stocks? Like, it takes years for a stock to rise. Like, sometimes you'll be waiting on a stock to rise. You buy it for a couple of $14, and it'll take 3 years for the stock to rise, to go $17, or you can get in and the stock could raise tenfold. But there's something called stock options that a lot of these people did. I didn't know the whole GameStop thing kind of introduced me to the whole stock option thing. But the stock option thing can allow you to make a lot of money or allow you to lose a lot of money. But nonetheless, this is how a lot of these people are getting rich. But it's a big risk to that. But it's still a good way to inform you guys about. So I'm gonna look into that. To make a long story short, I'm gonna look into that, but I also want to do it responsibly and do it with a professional, and things like that. So that's what I honestly want to do regarding stock options and stuff like that. So let me say, so yeah, Sunday I'll look into that. But thank you once again for your contribution to the channel. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right.
Somebody ought to praise him in here.
Okay. Let's see. Anybody else has any other questions? Let me see if you guys have any other questions. Yes. Donna H says, thank you everyone for being here. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate your support of the channel and, changing things and making things a different way for the betterment. Okay. If you want the other stuff, we're going to be on Tofu Alley tonight on Tofu Alley. So make sure you guys subscribe as well. SK, I'm glad you are doing real news. You find topics most of us are not aware of. So good job. Yeah, I do put thought into the topics. So most of the time when you guys hear of the main things going on in the news, I won't report on that because you already heard it. So I try to find articles that will be unique to my audience and just everybody in general, and that you can learn from, especially like the Facebook thing we're talking about, and the thing also dealing with the airlines and Kodak Black and the update to the Mohammad Anwar story. So I put some thought into it, and I'm always keeping you guys in mind. Okay. All right. Let me see what else you guys are saying. Yeah, I'm gonna look into that and have someone that to come and speak about stocks. But you got to make sure you get the right person and that they are knowledgeable, because I don't want them spreading bad information to you guys. So that definitely will take some research. So yeah. What's up, Black Girls Code? Good to see you. How you doing? D-Dot says this platform is so informative. Talk about real life news and things that actually matter. Yeah, I try to. Because the worst part is that you go into these lives and you spend an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, and then you click off your device. You're like, wait a minute. What did I learn? So yeah, so all right, y'all, that will be the conclusion of our broadcast. Thank you guys so much. If you don't mind, feel free to head over to the Avatar Nation collection and get you some exquisite wear. All right.
Welcome to Avatar Nation. Welcome to Avatar Nation. Welcome to Avatar Nation.
All right, so definitely rock your Avatar Nation wear. Make sure you go out looking elegant and exquisite. That's what we're trying to have Avatar Nation be about. All right, on that note, we're going to head on out. Make sure you thumbs up the video. Feel free to subscribe. Feel free to share the channel with your friends and family and co-workers if you guys need to pass that time in the office. Oh Lord, oh Lord. Oh Lord. Nessa Allen says for tofu rising. Okay, Nessa Allen. Oh, thank you. Oh Lord. Oh, thank you, Nessa Allen. Thank you so much.
Somebody ought to praise him in here.
Super chat, super chat. Oh, thank you for the super chat for Sir King and Avatar Nation.
All right, thank you so much, Nessa Allen. I really do appreciate that. Thank you so much. I really, really do. Thank you to everybody. You know, I just want to sit here and say thank you guys for believing in this, because a lot of people feel like, oh, you ain't gonna get no real support if you switch to doing things, and if you bring something positive, then the people won't come. So I just want to say thank you, everybody who's showing up and showing out today. That you can do things the right way, and that people want change, but they gotta have someone that will galvanize that change. So thank you guys for definitely showing that this is the content that you want, and I will definitely try to produce that as well. Okay, guys, thank you so much, Nessa Allen. I really do appreciate your support and generosity. Nessa Allen has definitely supported me off the channel as well by participating in the contest and also purchasing the Avatar Nation wear. So thank you to Nessa Allen for your support as well, as many as all my other supporters too. But I just want to say thank you, Nessa Allen, too. So Black Girls Code said, build it and they will come. Yeah. So, and what I'm doing, everybody can do. I mean, and that's not to be, and I can't do what other people do. You know what I mean? So you got to find your lane. Everybody's got their lane. So not over here. Not over here. Not over here. You need to go to the other channel if you want that. Simply A. All right. Thank you, Donna H. Thank you, Donna H. What's up, JQ? How you doing? I hope you guys are doing well. So on that note, y'all, thank you guys so much for your support. I'm going to head on out of here, but we'll be back on the other channel tonight. We're going to talk about some of the things that you guys want to talk about, but we'll do that over there on the other channel, okay? Thank you guys once again, and feel free to thumbs up the video before you exit. Feel free to subscribe, all right? Bye, y'all. Uh-oh. All right, y'all. I don't know why the sound is so low, but thank you, everybody. Take care. Thank you, Tara P, for coming on the panel. Thank you, William. Thank you, Baps. All right. See y'all later. That's right, JQ. See y'all later on the other channel. Bye, y'all. Take care.
Avatar Nation.